Today on A&D Enduro, Aggie and I are hill climbing, creek crossing, log hopping, well, sort of, and testing both our bikes and our own endurance.
Okay, doesn't go as planned.
On today's episode, we are visiting Barnwell Mountain Recreational Area, located in Northeast Texas. This huge 1,900-acre property offers an exhilarating 300 feet of elevation change, complete with steep hill climbs, a rarity in this region. The terrain here consists of rock, sand, and clay, providing the perfect playground for dirt bikes. With over 30 miles of one-directional dirt bike single track and a variety of OHV trails, this place is a dream come true for off-road enthusiasts. We kicked off our adventure on the yellow single track. The trail entrance is located near the check-in area, just before the dumpster. Single track entrance. Aggie, you ready?
I'm ready to rip ass.
First 10 miles had us grinning from ear to ear. It was fast and flowy, leading us through oak and pine forest. This was a perfect warm-up, especially considering it had been a few months since we last rode our dirt bikes. Along the yellow trail, we encountered optional red trails. These were slightly more challenging, leading us up steep hills, over roots, and rocks. Even offered multiple creek crossings, adding extra elements of excitement to the ride. There were numerous of these red trail detours along the way, and we couldn't resist the allure of a single one. They really put the bikes and our riding skills to the test.
Yeah.
As we ventured further, the trail grew increasingly challenging, becoming tight and rocky. I found myself struggling to hold onto my bike. I was whiskey throttling and crashing without any apparent reason other than rider fatigue. Aggie was facing a similar struggle, unable to maintain control over her bike. The situation was becoming dangerous. After only riding half of this loop, we had to call it quits. Navigating our way back to the campsite was made easier with the help of the Barnwell Mountain Map accessed through the Maprika app. The campground itself provided a tranquil spot deep within the forest, offering a refreshing canopy of shade and cooling breeze. But what made it truly remarkable was the world's most amazing bench.
Yeah. You do that. You relax. Oh.
Wow.
Have a cool beverage.
It was something that we had never seen before. After a challenging day of riding, we gathered our shower backpacks and made our way to the main parking area. It was such a relief to have the option to shower. The following day, with renewed determination, we picked up where we left off. The remainder of the 30-mile loop consisted of rugged and narrow single track. Exposed roots added an additional challenge, especially in wet conditions. The hill climbs on the red detours were getting increasingly steeper, adding an exciting element to the ride. Following the challenging ascent over rugged hills, there was consistently a comforting stretch of smooth terrain that provided us with the opportunity to recharge and regain our energy. Let's not forget about the multiple log features we encountered along the way. Each one posed its own unique challenge. There was one log feature in particular that proved to be our nemesis. Positioned atop a slight incline, it bore the scars of a previous hard enduro event, a deep trench dug by riders who had tried their luck before us. The slight angle of the log made it discouraging, and despite our utmost efforts, we found ourselves unable to conquer this feature. We gave it everything we had, but sometimes the trail gets the best of you.
Oh my god.
However, we promised ourselves to return another day and make another valiant attempt at conquering this feature. Continuing through the rocky terrain, we faced yet another challenge. While going uphill, Aggie's dirt bike's throttle cable suddenly snapped, leaving her stranded.
What happened?
Of course, it had to happen at the worst possible place. What happened?
My throttle cable snapped.
Oh, shit. I just seen mile 16 marker. Between 15 and 16. We're in the furthest part of the park from the truck. There's a trail not too far down here. I seen a quad trail.
Just make sure you know where I am so you can get me.
Okay, I'll look for trail markers. I had to ride back to our van while Aggie pushed her bike to the nearest 4x4 trail. Thankfully, I remembered a valuable tip shared by a fellow rider, which helped me navigate my way back to the parking area. I simply had to ascend any main trail to the top of the mountain. As the dirt bike single track winds along the entire perimeter of the mountain, and on top, there is the main access road that leads back to the office. With the van loaded and ready, I headed as far as I could on the main dirt road before unloading my bike and rushing to Aggie's location. I found her on the trail called Scorpion, appropriately named because she was as delirious as if she had been stung.
Here, drink some water.
It was scorching hot, with temperatures reaching a blistering 95 degrees with high humidity.
Well, you're supposed to drink it, not pour it over your head.
Exhausted and drained by the intense heat, I attached my dirt bike to hers using a ratchet strap and pulled her uphill for about 2 miles.
It works. It's not fun. Not fun at all, but it works.
Completing this arduous rescue mission left us both filled with relief. Once again, we were not able to finish the entire loop. This time we only rode approximately 3/4 of the trail. Determined not to be defeated, we returned to Barnwell Mountain Recreational Area the following week. Setting off from where we left off, we embarked on the final few miles. While riding the trail, we came across a nice surprise.
Whoa, look at all the piggies.
It's always exciting to
Wow,
see
there's
local
gotta be-
wildlife.
There's like 20, 30 little piglets.
That means the mama's here.
All right, well, Mama, I don't want to bother you, so don't bother me.
The single track eventually led us up a very steep hill climb. Line choice here was critical. Any loss of momentum meant you were turning around and trying again from the base.
Loose and sketchy.
When we reached the top, we were filled with an overwhelming sense of pride. We had persevered and never quit, despite the challenges we faced. Although we didn't finish the entire loop in one day, we gave it our all and never gave up.
Get it. I see the van over there.
We spent the remainder of the day exploring OHV trails. This trail is called Old Town Trio, and it is rated 3 out of 5 stars. Right at the top, we were faced with a 5-foot ledge.
Are you hitting that?
I don't think it's doable.
Unless you go really fast, but I don't think you can get speed on this.
It's at least not doable by me.
We had to turn around and try our luck at other OHV trails.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
This next trail is also rated 3 stars.
Okay, that didn't go as planned.
These trails are no joke. When it says extremely difficult, they really mean it.
Whoosh. It gets worse.
Steep hills, rock ledges, and various rock features challenged us for hours. It was an absolute blast.
If you're crazy enough, this is D. Woody.
Remember that notorious log that we just couldn't clear the other day? Today, Aggie was determined not to be defeated.
It's like when I seen it, I'm like, I forgot it's big.
We made a solid plan and she went for it. I knew I had to clear it as well, or else I would never hear the end of it. Maybe it's true what they say. The people you ride with make you a better rider. With all the challenges we faced and the bike issues we encountered, we never managed to finish the entire dirt bike single track loop in one day. But that is what makes Barnwell Mountain Recreational Area so remarkable. It not only tested our bike's capabilities, but also pushed our own endurance to the limits. It's all about pushing ourselves, overcoming obstacles, and fully embracing the adventure. And that's what makes this sport so thrilling. We want to thank everyone who made this park possible. We truly enjoyed our visits. We're giving away a $100 Visa gift card to a random subscriber to help you get out on the trail. The drawing will occur in our next video. Make sure to hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. And remember, life is short. Get out there and ride.